welcome. Paused. Welcome to the Phantom Comedy Theater. Please welcome Gary Tangent.
Hello and welcome to the Phantom Comedy Theater. I love performing here. It's got a great atmosphere and a great history too. It's been around for over 100 years. They say the spirits of past comedians still linger around and make sure us comedians up here don't bomb our sets. Now that may seem a bit far-fetched, but play along with me and let's pretend one of those ghosts is here with us right now. He feeds off your laughter, same as me. So get ready to give me a good laugh. Ready? Laugh! Ah, that felt great. I feel like my comedian health has increased. For the ghost to get your laugh energy, he'd have to absorb all your ha-has. It's easier to get someone laughing like this crowd when you're all smiling. But let's try the opposite. Give me some meh faces, like you don't care what you're here for. I don't really get the jokes. What this guy talking about? Ghosts, what? Excellent, let's keep it going. Now give me some sad faces like, ugh, I'm not enjoying this. I want to go home. I'm starting to feel regrets I haven't thought about in years. You're all amazing actors, really. Now, give me some heckling. Really lay into me like I said something about you personally. Now, if this were an act, it could seriously damage my comedian health bar. And the ghost of good comedy could accidentally suck up your bad energy. So if I was the ghost, I'd move towards laughs and away from booze. But I believe they could also lift the spirit of these audience members by clicking on them. It uses some laugh energy, so don't go splurging it. And when we do get a couple laughs, he can use more energy to amplify it. Laughter is contagious, like that. Once one person is laughing, it makes it easier for others to join in. Now laugh at your own discretion now. Every audience member has a different humor level, and sometimes those levels can get reset from extreme emotions. Bazinga, skibbity, wowie zowie. You seem like a fun audience, so I hope you enjoy our lineup of incredible comedians. That's all for me. That's all from me for now. Enjoy the rest of the show.
So I saw the Gary Tangent show last night, and he was just as funny as he was 20 years ago. People say when you're that funny, comedy's like riding a bike. You never really forget. This performance gets a solid 8 out of 10.
Welcome to the Phantom Comedy Theater. Please welcome Mr. Delio.
So what's the deal with the Phantom Comedy Theater anyway? I mean, I don't know about all you people, but I found this place just fine. There's nothing phantom about it. Is this some kind of comedy phantom haunting the place or something? What's the deal with comedy anyway? I get up here, do my song and dance, and suddenly people laughing as if I did something amazing. Get out of town! What's the deal with game jams? You make a game in a limited amount of time? Who does that? They should do a game jam in every field. Really put the pressure on every field. Architects should do building jams and just make a building in 72 hours or something. Directors should do movie jams. Just 1 week, film it, bang, bang, boom. Give us some raw movie magic. What's the deal with the periodic table? There's over 100 elements and we still can't shoot fire from our hands. Where are the scientists in their laboratories on this? And what's the deal with Mickey Mouse? He acts like he's the mouse of the house or something. I think he's more like the rat in a hat. What's the deal with sunglasses? It's considered cool to wear sunglasses, but when I wear infrared goggles to see my neighbor changing in the dark, suddenly I've gone too far. And what's the deal with scooters? I mean, who rides them? Out of all the means of transportation, you choose a scooter? I mean, sure, it's safer than a skateboard, but less powerful than a bike and retractable too. Who thinks of this crap? What's the deal with number 2 pencils? Where are all the other pencils I do? What do they do? I haven't seen a number 1 or 3 pencils, so clearly there must be some kind of thing you only hear about in legends. The legendary number 1 pencil, king of all the pencils. And then pens don't have numbers. They're in colors that have all the specifications. Now me, I only use ballpoint pens. Only red pens, and my pens work in 0 gravity. And what's the deal with gravity? If it's so strong, how could I lift anything? What if one day all the gravity got cut in half? How would that change our lives? Everybody be running around like, oh my god, I suddenly grew 3 inches taller overnight. I tell you, it'd be the biggest confidence booster for all mankind. And what's the deal with deals? You ever see a deal that seemed too good to be true and you're like, what's the deal with this deal? Outrageous! And what's the deal with me being done with my set? Can you believe it? I can. If you can't, well, that's the deal. Thank you, folks.
I don't know what that guy's deal was, but that was the funniest set I've ever seen. Why can't we shoot fire out of our hands? He's asking the real questions, folks. Now, if only I could find some answers. 10 out of 10, best set I've ever seen.
Welcome to the Phantom Comedy Theater. Please welcome newcomer to the Phantom Comedy Theater, Charlie!
Good evening, Phantom Comedy Theater. I just flew in last night from the island, so this isn't my typical set. And I gotta say, I already can't wait to get back home. The island is great. Anyone else here from the island? Nope? Well, you're missing out. It's basically paradise on Earth. The dirt, the water, the food, you can't beat it, I tell ya. Anyway, where was I? Ah yes, did you hear about the guy who stubbed his toe on a tree? I guess the tree's bark was stronger than his foot. Ooh, tough crowd. Alright, how about this one? What's the difference between a TV and a trash can? One you put trash into, and the other puts trash into your brain. We don't have TV on the island. It rots your brains. Only some technology is allowed, so it's kind of a culture shock leaving for the first time. You all seem to have some kind of small TV tablets. Are you watching some other comedian or something? Why come here if you're not watching me? I know just what this crowd needs. A little bit of Charlie magic. Why did the tree... Oh wait, I already used that one. What did the leaky pipe say to the floor? How's the weather down there? Oh, I cracked myself up. You know, when I heard Gary Tangent was opening for the Phantom Comedy Theater, I knew I had to be on the lineup. Have you seen him? He's hilarious. I gotta invite him to the island if I get a chance. They'd love him over there. I almost thought of making my stage name Larry Cosine. Together we'd be a couple funny mathematical guys, am I right? Well, even though that would be the funniest thing ever, I decided to make my own name for myself. Well, two of the same name. My first name twice. I tell ya, nothing funnier than repetition. Speaking of repetition, what did the floor say to the leaky pipe? Leak, go away. Someone fix this leaky pipe. Now, I know I've talked about the island a lot, but here's a real fun fact for you about it. Did you know the temperature on the island doesn't change? Isn't that crazy? It's been 75 degrees Fahrenheit for 24 years now and never fluctuates more than a couple degrees. They say it's the world's 8th wonder. At least on the island they do. I don't know how it's possible, but I'm a comedian, not a scientist, so I enjoy it. And how about... Oh, I think I'm being told that I'm running out of time. Well, this has been a fantastic experience. Let's do it again next year on the island.
Charlie, wow, what a disaster. I mean, if you're new to the scene, why are you coming from so far away to do a set? It's because obviously no one likes it over the island. But I guess the crowd did get some chuckles, so it gets a 5 out of 10 from me.
Welcome to the Phantom Comedy Theater. Please welcome Mickey the Mouse.
Aw yeah, this is happening. Talk about a high-budget comedy theater, huh? Food and a show? I'm here for it. You can call me Mickey the Mouse. I love driving my boat, going fast, and performing comedy. I've been making people laugh for a while. You could basically call me the funniest thing alive. One time I was so funny, I tapped into my super form. I became Super Mickey. I was so funny that my enemies didn't stand a chance. And I'm not satisfied with being this funny. I continue to train so I can reach a higher level. Super Mickey 2. You know who I hate though? My hot-headed boss, Captain P. He's always yelling at me when I whistle. The other day I was driving my boat, whistling and having a grand old time. But then that jerk Pete said if I didn't stop, he'd fire me. Fired for whistling? Gee whiz, talk about a toxic work environment. One of these days I'll be sailing around at the speed of sound in my own boat. Who needs a Steamboat Willie anyway? I'll be cruising in the SS Mouse. I heard that Mr. Delio said some crap about me in the previous set. That's no good. Who does he think he is anyway? Can he even drive a boat? I don't need to know what his deal is. You know what my motto is? Live and learn and try to hang on to the edge of tomorrow's comedy. Yeah. I've got a rival named Oswald, a really funny guy. I feel like sometimes he's too wacky and not funny, but he gives me a tough comedic challenge. He's got some interesting techniques, but he lacks the raw comedy power to reach Super Oswald. I'm not saying he'll never be as funny as me, but if a big bad comedy villain were to arrive and someone needed to save the day, he could maybe hold him off. And right before the final joke to defeat him, I would arrive just in time to save the day. How would I accomplish this task, you ask? I would start making everyone laugh with a couple laugh blasts, and then charge everyone's laughter into a super Mickey ball. A ball of that much concentrated laughter would be enough to defeat anyone. And of course I couldn't talk about my personal life without mentioning my gal, Minnie the Mouse. How would I describe her in 3 words? Way past funny. She's even funnier than I am. Last week, she reached Super Mini 3. I didn't even know you could go further beyond 2. She's actually too funny to perform. One joke from her and you'd all die from laughter. I can only be with her because my comedy power shields me. When you're as funny as us, your social pool is limited by who can take the comedic punches and energy blasts and not die. Well, I think that's all the laughs this crowd can handle. Give me a better challenge next time, and maybe I'll use more than 5% of my comedy power.
The old mouse has still got it. I really hoped he would go Super Mickey during the set. Sure, it may have been dangerous for the other members of the audience, but I would have been just fine. I think I'll reach my super form next quarter. Just you wait, mouse. Even though I consider you my rival, I give your performance a 9 out of 10. Until we meet again.
Welcome to the Phantom Comedy Theater. Please welcome Super Gamer Guy 25.
What's up, gamers? How we doing tonight? Have you guys played that new game that came out the other day? Mega Ultra War? It's all my friends are playing. I think it's okay. I don't hate it or anything. Ooh. What game do I play, you ask? I play a lot of stuff. I play stuff you haven't even heard of. I play games crafted in the clouds, and I bet you play games made in the dirt. So yes, while I do have 93 hours in Mega Ultra War, I wouldn't say it's like crazy good or anything. You know, it does what it tries to do. I just hate when I'm playing online and we have a rando, because first off, it's a rando, which I assume will be brain dead half the time. Secondly, I feel like 1 out of 3 times you're playing with one of those people. I hate those people. Yeah, you don't have to say who. We all know. And I don't care who knows. I mean, beyond having to team up with them in games when I don't want to, what about when I see them at the grocery store? Hello? Get out of here. And you always see them in the news, right? Like, those people this, those people that. Well, what about my people, huh? Though I will say, I do have some friends who are those people, and they're fine, not like the ones I've heard about. But they're the exception, because we all know some of those people we just can't stand, right? Where do those people even come from, anyway? Not where me or you did, that's for sure, I think, I heard. And to top it all off, they always have to be in your face like, yeah, I'm one of those people, and I'm proud of it. Like, good for you, and I'm glad you're proud of who you are, not LMAO. Meanwhile, me and my people are out here gaming every day. We're gaming in Diamond 7, while you're stuck in Cardboard 2. Did you know I was one of the top 10 9-slice players in the tri-state area? Yeah, I bet you didn't. But now that you do, you need to trust me when I tell you about 2 things specifically. Gamers and those people. Those people are cheaters, liars, thieves, and rapscallions to say the least. Well, I think that's all the time I've got. I gotta go back to...
Get off the stage. Welcome to the Phantom Comedy Theater. Please welcome the Phantom Cat. Game over. Welcome to the Phantom Comedy Theater. Options. Welcome to the Credits. Welcome to the Phantom Comedy Theater.